Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times. That's the history of the world over and over and over again.
You gotta be patient with yourself when you're becoming someone you've never been before. You gotta be patient with yourself if you're dealing with things at a new level that you've never been at before. Look, most times, for most of us, no one has taught you how to do the thing that you're doing right now. So as you're living it, you're learning it. So I just wanna encourage you to give yourself some grace. There's a big difference between holding yourself accountable and beating yourself up. The difference between the two is that if you keep beating yourself up, you may knock yourself out. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. It's your first time living. Be great today.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but everything works out. Believe me, you'll be just fine.
You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is part of the process. People who never fail, never try. You have to fail.
Take care of you. Fill your cup. So once your cup is full, whatever overflows, that's what you're able to give to people. That's what you're able to invest in. You know what I'm saying? But like, fill your cup first. Take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You choosing peace for yourself comes with some hard decisions.
I'm proud of you. Most people don't know your story, your struggle, your hustle, or your prayers. Most people don't know you're fighting a silent battle. If you don't hear this often, just know that I'm proud of you. Keep going.
There's 3 to 4 main valuable skills that people get paid big money for. One is selling. If you sell, you're gonna get paid the most money. The second is managing. If you can manage a team, you're gonna get paid money. The third is initiative. If you can creatively come up with a solution, see it through from beginning to end without having to talk to anybody about it, that person's gonna get paid a lot of money. And the fourth person that's gonna get paid a lot of money is someone who can replicate themselves in a leadership position. So if you're a great leader and you could fucking create someone over here who is also a great leader through your example, and you can replicate that, that's extremely valuable. You can write your own check.
All I know is that every time I've been faced with a tough decision, there's only one thing that outweighs every other concern. One thing that will make you give up on everything you thought you knew. Every instinct, every rational calculation.
Some sort of virus.
Love.
Oh.
Think about this. How many people on this planet are willing to wake up every single day, go to the gym or to the trail, and put themselves through consistent and constant adversity without immediate results? I'd say probably less than 5% of people are willing to do that.
Having people that love you is one thing, but having people who still love you when you're a burden, still love you when things are a mess, still love you when you're in the wrong, those are your people. To truly be loved is to still be loved when it's inconvenient to love you.
I know you want everything to happen right now. You may have been working for a very long time, and at this point you feel like you have earned the result. But you have to understand that things aren't going to happen at the speed at which you think they should happen. Things are going to happen at the speed that they are supposed to happen. The only thing you can control are the inputs, the work, the hours, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into what you're trying to do. You don't get to control the outputs. Don't think of your goals as this is where I want to be in 6 months or this is where I want to be in a year. Instead, say, this is what I'm willing to do every single day until I get the result that I want. And I'm not willing to wait 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I'm only human and I'm not perfect. I have emotions. I have bad days. I have vulnerable moments. I grieve different. But one thing that I know is that process is part of the progress.
The key to winning is intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. Intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable and difficult situations. Make it your mission to become more disciplined. Make it your mission to become more mentally hardened. If you make one promise to yourself this year, make it this: that you are going to solve the fundamental problem that has kept you in this place of dissatisfaction for so long. You are going to address the core issue, and the core issue is that you lack the ability to do things when you don't feel like doing them.
You need to see bad things as a blessing. because they're the building blocks to make you the man you want to be. When people say to me, this bad thing happened to me, I say, good. That's my instant response. This girl left me, good. I lost all my money, good. What do you mean good? Good. This is your chance to take all of that negative emotion, all of those building blocks, and turn yourself into a man that prevents these bad things happening to them ever again.
Leave them silently. Let your actions be the voice they'll remember. Ladies, gentlemen, there's a time in your life when you have to make a choice. Not a loud, dramatic choice, but a silent, powerful one. A choice to walk away, to leave behind the people, the places, and the situations that are no longer aligned with where you're headed. You see, silence speaks louder than words. It's not about telling everyone what you're doing. It's about showing them by doing it. Sometimes the best way to rise is to leave quietly, gracefully, without explanation.
I am who I am, not who you think I am, not who you want me to be. I am me. I won't change to fit anyone's expectations or to be more convenient for others. I embrace my flaws, my strengths, and everything that makes me unique. My journey is about discovering who I am on my own terms, not based on anyone else's idea of what I should be. I choose to live authentically, unapologetically, and true to myself. My life started getting better when I stopped pouring into cups that don't pour into mine. Family, friends, colleagues, and acquaintances included. I know it sounds harsh, but you deserve to be treated as good as you treat others. You deserve people who show up for you.
Love your life, find the things that you can enjoy. Be curious. You don't have to have all the answers. I'm a hardcore believer that everybody has something that they're really, really, really good at. And the hard part is just finding what that is.
I'm all right. I came out okay. I'm a good person. I got a good heart. I treat people with respect. Ultimately, I want the most that I can possibly get out of life. I love to love. I'm a good dude.
Discipline doesn't care if you're tired. You're tired? Do it anyway, right? Discipline says, oh, you don't feel good. Well, do it anyway. Discipline says, it's raining outside and it's cold, and it's windy. Do it anyway.
If I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Because only then would you realize how special you are to me.
What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take for you to stop willingly sabotaging yourself, to finally make the change that you keep wishing you had the discipline to make, to finally do what you said you wanted to do for years? You've been telling yourself it's time for how long? How many years have you been starting tomorrow? How many Mondays have came and went where you said it's time to finally get serious? How many times did you really mean it this time? You say you want it so bad. You say you're so tired of being unhappy with yourself. You say over and over and over again how many times you're gonna change it. But what do your actions say? Your actions don't say, I'm trying to be great. I want to change my ways. I want to be the best version of myself. Your actions say, I think I'll stay right where I am.
A bottle of water is $1 at the store, $2 at the gym, $4 at the airport, and $7 on a damn flight. Same water, different price tag. Why? It ain't about the water, it's about where it's at. See, when you feel like people ain't seeing your value, it ain't because you ain't worth much. It's because you in the wrong spot. Maybe you ain't around the right crowd. Maybe you stuck in a place that ain't built to recognize what you bring. So next time you feel underestimated, stop doubting your worth. Ask yourself, where am I standing?
Don't push me away and then wonder where I went. You can't build walls and expect me to climb over them every time. I've got my own path to walk, my own peace to find. If you close the door, don't be surprised when I stop knocking. I'm done with one-sided efforts and empty apologies. I deserve to be where I'm valued, not where I have to fight for a place. Remember, if you push me away too many times one day, I might just stay gone. If you want to come in my life, the door is open. If you want to get out of my life, the door is open. Just one request. Don't stand at the door, you're blocking the traffic. Don't be too happy when people say they love you and care for you. The real question is, until when? Because just like seasons, people change.
Dear me,
Love yourself a little bit more than yesterday. Make yourself a priority. Chase your goals. Be grateful for the things you have. Be proud of yourself and celebrate the amazing woman you are.
Motivation is going to come and go. There's going to be days where you're going to feel fucking amazing. There's going to be days where you feel like you could just get up and run through a wall, and on those days you can. But here's the thing. On the days you don't feel like that, you still can. And that's where people miss.
Listen, you can't just do the things that you want to do when you're motivated or when things are going in your favor. You have to do these things even when you're not motivated, even when you're tired, even when you're exhausted, even when it's cold, even when it's snowing, even when it's raining.
And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it. And that's where you fail.
You could still run through those walls when you don't feel like running through them. And if you train yourself to be disciplined, you're not going to miss the gaps that other people would miss because they can only operate when they're motivated.
Everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, make a different choice.
The price of progress is pain. Most people do not want to experience pain. They like comfort.
You got to pay a price for winning, but most people aren't willing to pay it. You got to pay it every single day. And the crazy part about that is the price changes daily. You got to be willing to pay that price, whatever it is on that day.
Being tired is part of the fucking game. So it's not a valid excuse. It's normal. It's a constant. It's part of being human. And if you want to be a high achiever, guess what? You're going to have to acclimate yourself to being fucking tired way more than you're not tired.
So if you want progress, you must be willing to, in the process, experience pain.
In time, you will realize that everything unfolded exactly as it needed to. The timing of events, the doors that closed, and the ones that never opened were all part of a greater plan. Each step and setback has been leading you to the place where you truly belong.
Life is not a perfection game. Life is an adjustment game. It's not about getting it right. It's about when you inevitably get it wrong, how you handle it, your ability to adapt.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
The biggest thing I learned this year is don't force anything. Conversations, relationships, friendships, love. If it's forced, it's not worth fighting for. If it flows, it flows. If it crashes, it crashes. And remember, if it hurts, then let it go. Honestly, it's not meant to be. Be okay with letting things go, because letting go isn't losing, but it's making room for what truly belongs to you.
Karma doesn't miss. You might keep treating people like dirt, thinking you can get away with it, but blessings don't come to those who sow harm. It might not hit you today, tomorrow, or even soon, but trust, it's on its way. What you give, you'll get back, and when it hits, it'll be 100 times harder.
9 painful truths of life. 1, be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. 2, most people respect money, not the person. 3, the person you love the most can hurt you the most. 4, when you're happy, you enjoy the music, but when you're sad, you understand the lyrics. 5, in life, 2 things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. 6, comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your own journey and accomplishments. 7, failure slaps you in public. Success hugs you in private. 8, time doesn't heal anything. It just teaches us how to live with the pain. 9, trust means everything. But once it is broken, sorry means nothing.